On March the 1st, the Florence Park Children's Centre closed its doors for good. Now it's only used by midwives, but many residents in Oxford are trying to reopen it to the public. Candida Marsh was inspired to start a petition to save the centre.
I was very inspired by the vision put forward for this centre, children playing in nature, open access, all of the community coming together to work, to eat, to play, to learn. And I was really very frustrated by the length of time it's taken the councils to sort this out, and you can see it's lying empty at the moment. So I started it in order to show the councils how much local support there was for opening it up in this way.
New parents use the centre as a hub for information. Martha Crockett was one of them. She relied on the centre for daycare services and information on being a new mum.
I have a 3-year-old son. When he was born, before he was born, one of the first things I did when I was heavily pregnant was I came down to this centre to find out about one of the services that ran here, which was a baby cafe, a breastfeeding help support service. And I came to that session pretty much every week for the first 6 months of my son's life. I learned a lot. I made a lot of friends, really important people. It was very important to be with other mums who were going through the same thing. It was a hub where you'd meet other people in similar situations who could give you support. Not just other mums, but the staff there were fantastic. I took part in several free courses where I learned about my child's development and bonding with my child. So for me, it was an integral part of being a first-time parent. Particularly as a first-time parent, the support I received from this centre was wonderful, and I can't imagine being a first-time parent without it.
Since closing, many families have had to change their schedules because of the closure of the daycare service.
When I went back to work after my first child, my mum used to come up once a month to look after my son. That was the day that he wasn't with a childminder, and every Tuesday it was her tradition. She would come down to the park, get a coffee, and then go to the children's centre and enjoy a couple of hours with her grandson, with other parents, and it was a very easy place to come, and so that was her routine, and she doesn't have that anymore.
The centre offered parents a chance to socialise and meet new people within the community.
It's great to have these places on your doorstep in a very accessible place, and that's one absolutely key thing about this centre that isn't available anymore, is the open access. So having a centre that's open for everyone, that you don't have to pay to access, is really important. Although a lot of people you see mums out having coffees in Costa and giggling and laughing together, actually being a parent on maternity or paternity leave can be a very lonely thing sometimes. So having a drop-in centre, not just for parents but other people in the community as well, a place where older people who don't work, anybody can come, and at the weekends it's for everyone.
Candida set up the petition to show the council the importance of the centre.
We want to show the councils how much local support there is, how much energy there is. We want to work with the councils to find a solution to a few of the technical problems which would be there between the two councils working together, and we want to bring more people into co-creating the centre, hopefully, once we get the go-ahead from the council, which we'd love to get.
In a statement, Oxfordshire County Council have said the council set up a £1 million transition fund to help community groups with start-up costs to continue running open access services at children's centres. The process is ongoing, and an application for funding in relation to the premises at Florence Park has yet to be considered. They need 1,500 signatures to trigger a debate at the council. Kirstie Chambers, That's TV.